Alright, y'all. I'm going to get my son something to eat from Jack in the Box real quick. Little croissant, egg and cheese croissant, whoopty wop. But I wanted to come in here and talk about this video that I saw on the Breakfast Club site where the people were talking about Brazilian butt lifts and how they are one of the most dangerous surgical procedures that a person can have. And Dr. Dubrow, I think that was him, he was explaining how there are, I guess, these pockets where fat can go, where they shouldn't go, and if the fat gets into these pockets, it can travel to and you will end up dead, and you'll end up sick and dead, or whatever. And so they had all of these people calling, like, what was your experience, and this and that, and, you know, so many people who leave the country and go have procedures done, and things like that. And then, I was just listening, and I was just like, you know, I feel like we live in this world, like so many people are getting surgical procedures. They want to look good. They want to look good. I feel like social media really, you know, helps and encourages that. You know, I really felt like that when social media started first getting really popular. I used to take a lot of pictures. I stopped taking like a lot of selfies and stuff like that. I just stopped because I don't know why. I felt like a lot of people were online, and I felt like everybody was in the gym, and I felt like, yeah, are y'all in the gym to be healthy? Or are y'all in the gym to look good so that you can take pictures? And you know what I'm saying? And like, nothing's wrong with looking good so you can take pictures, but is that the only motivating factor as to why you are taking, hey, cutie pie? Oh, shit. Hey. It's the only reason. It's a little Asian cutie, baby. Yes. That, you know, people are wanting to take care of themselves, and that's okay. But I think, what is the motivating factor for you taking care of yourself, or what have you? And what is it? And I feel like I've always attribute a supply and demand. When you have, let me see what I'm gonna get them. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. This is what my theory, I don't have a theory per se, but this is how I feel. Where's my other card? This is how I feel. I feel like there's a supply and demand. And so many people, or so many women, are trained very early to, you know, do things to garner the attention from men so that you can find partnership in some way, find a mate or some way. And I feel like a lot of women are doing and trying to make themselves desirable for men who are literally fickle. So many women, and I hate to say that a man is influencing the way that women are changing their bodies, but we live in a world where a man, the attention of a man, the approval of a man, the validation of a man, for some women ranks very high on how she feels about herself. And so they go and they alter their bodies, they alter their images. And now, in the last 8 to 10 years, men are now saying how they don't like the way the body looks. For me, it's always been unpleasing to look at aesthetically. It's not pleasing. The body shape it's not proportioned, and it feeds into the body dysmorphia that we all somehow, some way, have been affected by. Whether you want to go get surgery or not, some people don't have the best relationships with their bodies, and so if there's a way that I can go change my body to make myself more attractive for this man, but these men now are saying they don't even like the bodies, and these women are practically killing themselves. Men and women are practically killing themselves, altering their body so that they can be desirable for other people. And you're not going to tell me that, yeah, Erica, no, they're trying to get, because it's for self-confidence. Yeah, so that you can exude the self-confidence that will resonate with another person to attract them. It's not for yourself, because if it was for yourself, you would not alter your body. You want to make yourself desirable. There is a large, I would say most people, while there may be some, and not all, but most people, most women are altering their body so that they can feel a certain way, and so that they can be more attractive to other people. And it's just what it is. I feel bad. I feel so bad. Look at K. Michelle. K. Michelle was very honest and said, hey, I had this stuff done and it's going into different parts of my body and it's like beating the silicone or whatever material that was, whatever foreign substance that was injected into her body. And her body is now saying, I don't want it in my body. And so it's forming little beads around it. She showed her butt the other day. She had to get so much surgery, so many things. And K. Michelle always says, if you have the money to put it in, you better have enough money to take it out, because you're going to get tired of it. Hold on, let me pay for my food. So that's what I think about it. And that's what made me think about it, because I was watching or listening to the Breakfast Club, and they were talking about BBLs and how it's so dangerous. And it's like, any surgery is dangerous. Any elective surgery. That's why David gets mad at Dolores, because she has these elective surgeries. She didn't have her entire body. She didn't have went from head to toe. That bitch, and she didn't have her everything. She didn't have everything done, and she wants to be more desirable. But I think a lot of the times it's like, and it's crazy, because now you have wrecked your body, you have compromised your body, you've compromised your health for what? The attention of a fickle ass man. And now you sick. Now you got all these health problems. These latent health problems that you don't even know, like your back is hurting or you can't do this and all of these different things, and it comes from your body. Like, what did you do to me? You set me on a table and cut me open and then did things like that. Now, I'm not saying I wouldn't have any liposuction. I'm not saying I wouldn't have no liposuction, but I'm not. That's one thing I'm like afraid. It's like, because it's like, it's elective and put you under. This one girl got on the Breakfast Club and was like, she was getting all that shit done and she wasn't even asleep. She was awake. She was like, I can feel them tugging at my body and everything. I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And shout out to the girls who, they say, and like I said, there's a host of women who are just like, look, I want my body to look like this. I've always wanted my body to look like this, so I'm going to go get the procedure to have my body look like this. And it's simply for themselves. It's not for anybody else. But when I tell you there is a host of women who are altering their bodies so that they can be desirable to the opposite sex or desirable to partner with somebody, they're not doing it for themselves. And that's, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, because like I said, now these men are like, oh, we don't like that. Y'all look like ants. Y'all got diaper booties and all this other stuff. I don't know. So tell me what you guys think. I know a few of you guys have BBLs. Did you have any complications from any mommy makeovers or anything like that? And would you recommend it for anyone? Or, what happened? Or do you love it? You had no complications. Going out of the country is very risky to go out of the country, because their guidelines are not the same. Thank you. The guidelines aren't the same, right? They don't have the same rules and regulations when it comes to procedures and how they have to be. And at the end of the day, a doctor is just practicing medicine, right? So they're doing procedures and, oh, come on. It's all practice. They're practicing on you. That's the gag. That's why I be tripping out. Like, doctors really be practicing on people. Where you think you going? So it's a trip. Anyways, so what do you guys think? Tell me what y'all think of that. All right. Take care of each other. Peace.